Your first year up at college is a very weird year because of COVID and everything. What has the experience been like so far to go through some of that uncertainty and then to get the season and just, overall?
The uncertainty, the biggest thing was just being able to prepare from week in, week out. You know, not knowing that we're gonna have a game, but still preparing like we're gonna have one week in and week out. So that was really the biggest thing. And the experience with COVID was a little unusual because, of course, none of us was used to it with the fans and stuff. But our fans and the energy was still like, exciting and stuff like that. But the first season it was a smooth season as far as for me, but I had a little difficulties with the playbook and stuff like that, but overall I had a good season.
Yeah, from a football standpoint, the jump from high school to college and just kind of that adjustment for you, what were some of the biggest, hurdles or learning experiences? Just kind of what stood out in terms of that leap and things that you had to handle and things that you learned and grew through?
Just holding in more information, it's like the playbook, like I just said, like you have to know more plays. Of course, they got more plays because it's college. The speed of the game was different, but I got used to that as soon as I got up there. But that was the two biggest things for me is just the speed of the game and learning the playbook. But once I got more reps, then I just got comfortable.
How excited are you with that first year now in your pocket to go and take some of those lessons you learned and build forward now for this next year?
After this first year, I know how much I matured since these first couple months this season. So I know how to go and approach the next season, how to prepare to have a successful season coming up.
This off season, you guys had a chance to come back home, and I was talking with like Pig and Coy and some of those guys last week about you have all made a point to come out to some 7-on-7 tryouts or workout sessions and just kind of work with some of these younger guys. Talk to me some about that and what that means to y'all to have that opportunity to work with these kind of next years and next generations of guys coming up behind y'all and pay that forward.
Well, it's always about giving back because, when we was in this situation, they always had athletes coming home and helping us out. Some of them will come and give us information, so why not do it to the ones under us? And then when it's their turn, they're going to keep going and just keep going. So just help as much as you can to help people become successful.
At Karr, you guys had that great run that you saw. This next group, it came up just short. For those guys that suffered the first day championship loss in a few years, what's kind of your message to them? You have a great relationship with some of these young DBs, just as they try to get back on the right side and move forward into this offseason and next year. What's kind of your message as an older guy that's been through some battles through your years there now?
Take your loss and turn it to a lesson, learn from it, grow from it, make you mature and make you stronger. So when you get in that position again, you know what mistakes to make, what not to make, and how to handle adversity.
And some of them navigating sort of their off season and the work they need to put in, as well as the recruiting side and how to handle some of those conversations with colleges. As a guy that's been through all that, what's kind of your best advice now as an older guy that's gone through it and now at college, as you look back and things that you can kind of pass on to them in that regard? What would you tell them?
As far as recruiting process, I was a little too focused on my recruiting process. I had to lock back in towards the focus towards the school. So like, my best advice to you from me was just say like, just go as hard as you can at school. Like just be all for your school. Everything else gonna fall in line.
The recruiting process has gotten so big, but I was telling some guys last week, one of the things that college coaches talk about is it's great to kind of have that platform, get your name out there, but to not get too wrapped up in it and make sure that football is still the priority and school is still the priority. How quickly do you realize that when you sign it away and then go to the college, how quickly does that you realize, okay, well, that was fun, but
yeah, like when you get to the next level, nobody not worried about 4-star, 5-star offers or this camp, that camp. You up there for a reason. You up there to produce. You up there to make plays. Like once you step on the college campus, nothing but high school matter anymore at all.
And I asked you some, I guess, about just kind of excitement for this next year with the maturity that you've had an opportunity for Louisville fans that get a chance to see you again and take some of those steps forward. What should people expect to see from you on the field this coming fall?
A lot of confidence. lot of fun, and a lot of winning. Especially from the team, a lot of winning, a lot of good team wins.